I'm at the U.S. Naval Museum here in Pensacola, Florida, just about a 20-minute drive or so from the Pensacola famous Navy Blue Angels that are based here in Pensacola, Florida. Always worthwhile to see. I don't know.
Essentially what they call a Curtiss pusher, and they said it's built on about the 1911 specs. Interesting spot to start. Here it was, 1911. The Wright brothers back in 1911, that would only hold a quarter of a gallon of gas. But this one held a lot more fuel.
This is an airplane that began the first official Navy bombing in foreign water when soaps were dropped on the Mexicans in Veracruz, Mexico.
Chevalier, he was the fellow that landed the plane on our first carrier, USS Langley, in 1920. Around here, and what can you see? Green, that represents the fuel's wide open. But the amber, that's that's the fog, rain, be careful. This is what they call the NC-4, Navy Curtiss, and it was nicknamed, I don't know who, because the Navy was really upset with it. They named them Nancy's. Now why they did that, I have no idea. This is what we call Fifi. Now this was Henry Ford's Navy. This was 1928. I had to check it out to see if that was true. And sure enough, you open it up and you can look at the cows.
Very tight flight deck of a Ford tri-motor.
Wow, you get such an arm workout just moving this thing.
And literally, if you got the blue nose here and the stripes and so on, you could be a squadron leader. Right now, this is the only two-seater that's left in the world. Now, if you're a good flight engineer, you could get this to fly well in the excess of 20 hours, more like 23 to 24. This again is one of the most historical aircraft we got in the museum. This was like it was at Pearl Harbor. Got all shot up, and it was also at Midway. And got all shot up. They still, but the Japanese just did not care a thing about their pilot.
Looking at the PB-2Y-5R, one of the first airplanes to fly into Tokyo Bay for the surrender of the Japanese at the end of World War II. Picture of a MiG-15 built by the Soviet Union in 1948. Over 60,000 of them were built. Grumman F-14 Tomcat, popular in the war, but most people would recognize this airplane from the famous movie Top Gun.
You go down and penetrate, you cross the coastline, and go in, and penetrate the mountains, and drop your bomb, and come back out, and then pop, go back to the target.
Part of the bombing package on board these airplanes. One airplane, probably similar to this one, takes about 15,000 to 18,000 pounds of bombs during a typical